Recently, Nicki Minaj was featured on the remix of Sexyy Red's raunchy track titled Pound Town. And now fans are curious to know who all has allegedly been to Pound Town with the rap queen. Let's take a look at some of Nicki's past rumored romances before she became Mrs. Petty. Aaron, Nicki's first boyfriend. The couple dated between 1997 and 2002. According to a 2014 Rolling Stone article, Minaj's first love was an older guy named Aaron from Queens. She dated him while attending the prestigious Manhattan Performing Arts High School LaGuardia. This is an alleged picture of Nicki at prom. It has not been confirmed if this is actually Aaron or not. On her 2014 album, The Pink Print, Nicki alludes to a pregnancy with Aaron that ended in abortion. That same year, she is asked about the ordeal in a Rolling Stones article. "I thought I was going to die. I was a teenager. It was the hardest thing I'd ever gone through. Haunted me all my life. It'd be contradictory if I said I wasn't pro-choice. I wasn't ready. I didn't have anything to offer a child." In a 2015 interview with Angie Martinez, she revealed Aaron was her first love, and Safaree helped her heal from the 2002 breakup.
I've never gone through this. Because when I broke up with my first boyfriend, I was immediately in that situation. So I never dealt with it.
Oh.
But I mean, you know what? I did deal with my first boyfriend when we went our separate ways, and I think I was 19. But that was my first love, my first partner, like everything, you know. I remember when I found out he had a baby, how I cried to Safaree.
Oh my!
But it was so crazy because I was crying to Safaree.
Wow!
He got a baby. He got a baby.
Oh, where are we? I got you.
But we were already involved.
No.
We were already involved, but
he's wow. Oh, that says a lot about the character there.
He really like understood that I still needed to heal from that other pain. Like, even though I was, into him, but I still was like, oh my God, this was supposed to be my life. But thank Jesus that I didn't.
In 2002, Nicki Minaj met her next love interest, Safaree Samuels. They dated for over a decade before calling it quits in 2014. The couple were briefly signed to Brooklyn's group, Full Force. Nicki rapped in a quartet called The Hood Stars, composed of Lou Starr, the son of bow-legged Lou, Safaree Samuels, a.k.a. Scaff Beezy, and 7 Up. Around 2005, following several years of effort, but only mid-grade success, Hood Stars split up after Safaree is kicked out. Nicki Minaj stands by her man and leaves the group as well. Fast forward 2011, Nicki and Safaree get into a scuffle in a Dallas hotel. Nicki claims that Safaree hit her in the face with a suitcase, cutting the inside of her lip. As Nicki rises to fame, Safaree is seen around as her hype man, but their relationship is kept quiet. She later explains to GQ that the silence was a business decision. "When I came in the business, you couldn't tell people you were in a relationship because record company and management said that doesn't make you appealing to men. So don't tell people you're in a relationship."
Are getting married to Drizzy?
Yeah.
Whoa, what will the children be like?
I think they'll definitely have my personality. They'll have...
In 2015, Safaree told The Breakfast Club that his relationship with Nicki Minaj ended because it got to the point where I was being treated like an employee instead of like her man.
Cranberries and almonds, and I hope you made your own plate.
Yours is right there in the back.
You're getting your own now? I have to tell Carter about it. You don't get your own cranberries and almonds.
Following the breakup, Safaree quickly covered up his many Nicki tattoos. The colorful arm tattoo that took 14 hours was the last to go. A source told Urban Islands that Nicki Minaj was never a fan of the tattoos and the attention they drew. Fast forward to 2016, 2 years after the breakup. Nicki takes to Twitter to reveal Safaree has filed a lawsuit against her, accusing the rapper of emotional and physical abuse during their relationship.
That some of you don't. Can you stop acting like a fucking buffoon?
You gotta, everything.
In a wrap-up TV interview, Safaree explains why he later dropped his lawsuit against Nicki Minaj.
I dropped everything. I had started like a process, and then I just was like, you know what? It is what it is. If you want to deal with it like that, go ahead. I ain't tripping, you know. I'm doing a lot, and I don't want to be having to deal with like depositions and, you know, courts and all of that. Ain't nobody threaten me. Ain't nobody make me do it. It's at the end of the day, I didn't even want to do it. You know what I'm saying? I just know if it was me and the shoe was on the other foot, I would handle it and just say, yo, peace out. Here, do what you got to do. That's it.
In 2018, a bitter Twitter feud began between the two after Nicki Minaj talked about Safaree during an interview with Hot 97.
He asked me to take him with me to Atlanta. I came to New York to get my clothes. He asked me to take him with me. How dare you bite the hand that feeds you? He had a job in Atlanta for one day. He came back home and said he doesn't want to do that job. I said, don't worry. I had $1,000 in my bank account. I said, don't worry. I'll figure out a way to get our rent paid.
Before album deals, before everything.
Before everything. We had no couch. We had no bed. Our mattress was on the carpet. Instead of going out there and working, he decided he didn't want to work. And I said, it's okay. I'll figure it out. I'll book a show. I know.
Love. This is love involved.
So if anything, he should just be thanking God that he now has an opportunity to make money and to make a way for himself. You wouldn't have had this opportunity had I not pushed my pen. He told me to stop trying to pursue rap. He told me that I was living in a fantasy world and it would never happen. His mother, and his sister called me a lazy bitch because I was pursuing my rap career. Everybody on the inside of the industry knows that I write my lyrics and knows that I put so much weight on women writing. And then for one person to do something like this to me out of sheer weakness and passive aggression and just hatefulness and vindictiveness, because you got caught shitting on a person that was taking care of you for years and years, because you got caught shitting on a person who was taking care of you while you were paying for prostitutes and doing all types and stealing their credit cards and doing all types of dumbass shit.
Hold up. Hold the fuck.
Safaree took to Twitter claiming that he almost died after being cut by Nicki. "Remember the night you cut me and I almost died?" he tweeted. "The police and ambulance had to take me out the crib on a stretcher and I had to lie and tell them I was trying to ill myself so they wouldn't take you to jail. When things like that start happening more than once, it's time to dip." TMZ's Van Lathan claims there is a video of Nicki chasing Safaree with a knife.
We've actually seen the video here at TMZ back in 2014 that shows Nicki chasing Safaree with a knife.
Oh, wow.
Now, listen, we should say, don't know what happened after that. Couples get into it. Sometimes things get heated. There's no reason why you should be chasing anybody with a knife, but we don't know that Nicki Minaj actually stabbed him with a knife.
Do you know if there's an investigation now? Will there be an investigation? Will she have to face a judge, do some time, any of that?
I would doubt it. I mean, it doesn't seem that he's going to want to press charges. If he had wanted to press charges, he'd have pressed them then.
Nicki rapped about not meaning to cut an ex in her 2014 song Bed of Lies, rapping, "I could tell you lying, get the F out, don't yell at me. I ain't mean to cut you, I ain't want to catch a felony." Nicki quickly responded to her ex's allegations on Twitter, writing, "You stole my card and told me you thought it was an account with free money that I didn't know about. On God." She continued, "God will strike you down and more for lying. Ha, stop saying you packed and left. On Jesus, you came to my house crying, begging to go with me to Europe to the EMAs. I said, "No, dummy." Then Samuels fired back, denying that he used her credit card, tweeting, "We know each other inside out. Everything there was for us. I didn't use your card for prostitutes. We both didn't trust each other. You did shit. I did shit. You said you were messing with Meek a few years before y'all got together, and I'm not mad at that." Safaree continues to tweet, "How was I begging to go to Europe with you, and you were in a full-blown relationship towards the end of ours? I knew it was a wrap. I still have the email when you hit me saying, 'Let's spend Christmas together and work things out, so please stop.'" The Twitter exchange continues as Nicki regrets paying for Safaree's hair implants, tweeting, "I should have never paid for that goddamn hairline. It fell back out because God don't like ugly. You used me, but God had other plans." Then going on to say, "Tyga shan't fall back out. Y'all went to the same doctor. Yours fell out because God don't like ugly." Nicki even responds to a tweet by Messy radio host Charlemagne, revealing she paid $10,000 for Safaree's hairline-safe return. The spat got even uglier when Nicki tweeted, "Itch you hit me and Meek asking us to get your ick pic back from someone. Lol, you were playing with your ick in the shower by yourself with suds and ish. I have the email where you said you couldn't pay your electric bill and why you lied on me, but go off, sis." Safaree replies, confirming Nicki's tweet. "At least y'all know I was trying to keep my nudes to myself now. Someone was trying to leak my ick pic for years, and I've been trying to stop it forever. But is this supposed to be your promo run? I'm flattered that you feel talking about me can help. I can't believe we're still mad. It's about to be 5 whole years. There's no way I could hold on to something that long. You can front all you want, you're not happy. Don't talk about my big ick swinging in the shower video, no one knows about that one." Safaree did eventually go on to marry reality TV star Erica Mena in 2019. They had 2 children together before divorcing in 2021. Here is a 2019 clip of Erica Mena being shady towards Nicki Minaj while speaking with Nessa of Hot 97.
Erica, do you listen to Nicki's music? Or do you not listen to it? Because I feel like you're...
That's a real question right there.
I feel like Safaree's at a good place where he doesn't care. Music is music. As a musician, I feel like musicians have a different aura. They never trip. When it's good music, it's good music. Have you made a conscious effort, or are you just like, oh, it's cool? You don't think of it.
Honestly, I grew up on Little Kim so heavy.
Right.
That when that came out, I was just like, she's biting my girl. It just was what it was.
Nicki's still great.
But she is.
Right.
But I just I've never been drawn to it.
Got it. Okay.
I just feel like it was just always just cartoony and stuff.
So, but it's never point like if it's on, it's on.
She's great in what she does.
If it's on,
but
it's
me
on.
personally,
got it.
Yeah, like I mean, you're in a club, you're
That's
nice
what I'm saying. In
already,
the club, it's on.
But I don't know the words.
Right.
To
But
shit.
you're not going out of your way to be like, yo, DJ, stop. Like,
And I've definitely given her credit before publicly where it's due.
Right.
I have.
Great. She's great at
I'm
what she
big
does.
on that.
Sure.
But like as far as like being like a legitimate, like I listen to it like by choice.
Right. But you never did before, so this isn't something brand new.
No,
Do
it's
you get
not.
what I'm saying?
And I've been it's very public. Like even before he came along, like everybody knows I ride with my sis Remy.
Right.
But you know, before Remy there was Kim that I was like grew up on. Hardcore was like my everyday.
Of course, the Barbs quickly took to Twitter to remind Erica she too was once a Barb in 2010. Not Erica Mena calling Nicki music cartoony like her man wasn't dancing and prancing around right next to her for his next meal. Zac Efron. Rumored to have had a one-night stand with Nicki Minaj back in 2013, a source told Star magazine. Zac and Nicki shared a steamy night together. Nicki took Zac to her house in West Hollywood. She said he was the best lover she's ever had. During this time, Zac Efron had an alleged drug and alcohol addiction while working on the movie Neighbors. It wasn't until a 2014 interview with The Hollywood Reporter Efron came clean about his battle with alcohol and drug use. "It's a never-ending struggle," the actor said of his issues with addiction. "I was drinking a lot, way too much. There were drugs as well," he added. Nicki Minaj responds to the hookup rumors via Twitter. "Who exactly is Zac Efron, though? I'm sorry, I'm confused." A fan then replies with a picture of the actor. Nicki responds, "Oh, okay. Well, I guess that rumor isn't so bad after all." Drake, rumored to have dated Nicki between 2009 and 2010. Both Minaj and Drake have collaborated on several songs together, appeared in each other's music videos, and publicly expressed admiration for one another. They often referred to each other as best friends and have shared playful banter in interviews and on social media. However, despite the rumors and their undeniable chemistry, it appears that Nicki Minaj and Drake have never been in a confirmed romantic relationship. They have maintained a close friendship and professional collaboration throughout their careers. Lil Wayne. The two have been rumored to have dated in 2011. Nicki Minaj and Lil Wayne have not been in a romantic relationship. They have had a professional relationship as part of the Young Money Entertainment record label, with Lil Wayne serving as Minaj's mentor and collaborator. Lil Wayne has been instrumental in launching Minaj's career and has featured her on several songs. While they have a close bond and have worked together closely, there is no evidence to suggest that they have ever dated.
Did you know that you was signing the Queen of Rap, nigga?
No, I didn't know I was signing the Queen of Rap niggas. I did not know I was signing the Queen of Rap niggas.
But look at look at my husband.
The Queen of Rap niggas is my G. I'm a rap nigga.
The
I'm a rap nigga.
Excuse me, the greatest rapper alive signed me. Benny, do you realize what the fuck that means?
I realized that you knew when he signed you. You knew beforehand. Next shot ready.
Okay, you know what, bye.
Meek Mill and Nicki Minaj. While it's not exactly clear when the two first met or even became friends, but the first public interaction between Nicki Minaj and Meek Mill was on Twitter back in 2009. Meek Mill replied to a tweet Nicki made about going to Jamaica. Nicki tweets, "Off to Jamaica, wanna come?" Meek Mill replies, "I'm on my way there too. I'ma meet you there." A year later, they were regularly joking around with one another on social media. In 2010, Meek Mill made his feelings for Nicki Minaj very clear, tweeting, "My goal is to get Nicki Minaj before somebody else do." And, "My goal is to get Nicki Minaj knocked up." Sadly, Nicki Minaj was still in a relationship with Safaree during that time. On a 2010 freestyle titled "Miss Me," Meek Mill raps, "I love Nicki Minaj, I swear I admit it. I hope one day I can F her just to say I effing hit it. And girl, I'm effing serious. I lick it before I stick it. If you ever hear this verse, I'm on your top, just like a fitted." In February 2011, both Meek Mill and Nicki Minaj perform at DJ Khaled's 2011 NBA All-Star Welcome to My Hood Takeover show in Los Angeles, after which Meek complimented Nicki on an impressive performance, moving on to early 2013. The two began appearing in a few Instagram photos together. Later that same year, Nicki Minaj was featured on Meek Mill's Dream Chasers 3 Inches mixtape, explaining the photos of them in the studio. After Nicki and Safaree ended their 10-year relationship in November of 2014, it was rumored that Nicki was visiting Meek Mill in jail before his December 2014 release. A 2018 Twitter exchange with Safaree may later confirm this. Nicki Minaj replies to Safaree, "Sharika and I had a bet that, soon as you knew Meek was about to come home, you crawl back and you did. Came to my house crying. Joyce was there. My whole glam was there. Left who? You getting aired out on Queen Radio 2 on Thursday? Apologize and shut the F up." In a 2016 interview with Wrap Up TV, Safaree states, Meek Mill was the main cause of the breakup between him and Nicki Minaj.
I'm just saying, I just meant like, you know, he definitely was a big part as to why me and Nicki broke up. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I said that.
During a 2014 interview on the Ryan Seacrest show, Nicki Minaj denies the Meek Mill dating rumors.
clear up this Meek Mill situation?
Oh my god.
I don't even know what that is.
These are just fan tweets.
I don't know what that is. Is that a...
I wanna, let me clear this up.
Okay.
I am single. And I
Was this a person that you were not single with? I don't know who this is.
No, people just are assuming these things, and I don't know why they keep on assuming, like, this is my friend, I'm just hanging out. So, no, we don't look at each other like that at all.
It wasn't until April 2015 when Meek Mill finally confirmed what most already speculated. He shared this photo on Instagram and wrote, "Find a woman that you think is strong enough to help you take over the world." The pair shared multiple Instagram posts of them getting cozy backstage while on tour, while everything seemed all good between the two. DJ Academics claims Nicki Minaj was the reason for one of hip-hop's biggest feuds of 2015 between Meek Mill and Drake. In a video, DJ Academics claims that Nicki Minaj shamed Meek Mill while out shopping, telling Meek Mill Drake would never do that, after Meek allegedly didn't have enough cash to cover their expensive bill and asked her to pay for everything with her card. The relationship lasted 2 years. January of 2017, Nicki Minaj announced she was single, confirming her split from Meek Mill. Later that same year, her ex Safaree gets jumped outside of a DJ Khaled day party while Meek Mill is nearby. Safaree takes to Instagram to accuse Meek Mill of setting him up. When Meek Mill was asked about the beef, he jokingly referred to Safaree as who? "Ain't no beef," Meek responded in a video captured by TMZ. "I'm a boss. I'm a Don. I don't even fight. I don't even know how they got us confused with that type of stuff, man." No public comment from Nicki Minaj, Nas. In 2017, rumors began circulating that Nicki Minaj and Nas dated for a period of time. Nicki Minaj confirmed their relationship on The Ellen DeGeneres Show, stating that she had a sleepover at Nas's house. However, she also mentioned that they were still getting to know each other and taking things slow. Throughout their rumored relationship, both Nicki Minaj and Nas posted pictures together on social media, further fueling the speculations. However, the couple kept their relationship relatively private. In a 2018 interview with Sway, Nicki Minaj finally opens up about her breakup with Nas and Meek Mill. Eminem. In 2018, rumors started swirling. Nicki Minaj was dating fellow rap star Eminem after the song Big Bank, which features Nicki. In the song, she raps, "Told them I met Slim Shady, bag the M/once he go black, he'll be back again." She also posted a video on Instagram of her lips syncing the lyrics. After that, in Boston, Eminem asked his fans if they wanted him to date Nicki Minaj after giving her a shout-out.
I want to take this time out right now to give a shout to my bae, Nicki Minaj. Sweetheart, I'll be home tonight. We'll figure this shit out, how we're gonna deal with this puppy. Yo, Boston, how many people in here want me to date Nicki Minaj?
She's like, no. She's like, no. It's like you against a whole bunch of other people. You lost already. It's like, she's like, no,
Hold on. So wait, one more time. Let me make sure so I can actually make this official. How many people in Boston want me to date Nicki Minaj? Well, goddamn it, me too.
Nicki responded later on social media, tweeting with laughter. "The fact that he's silly and a goof like me. Love him so much. And we need you on the Queen album. That's where our first date will be. At the studio while I gaze into your beautiful eyes as you write your verse." Despite the playful flirting, there was no confirmed evidence or official statements from either of them confirming a romantic involvement. Nicki Minaj, Quavo, and Future. Although fans speculated Nicki Minaj dated Quavo and Future back in 2018, there was never official confirmation from the rappers. Nicki did mention Quavo in her 2018 hit single, Barbie Dreams. On the record, she raps, "Somebody go and make sure Carueche okay though. I heard she think I'm trying to give the coochie to Quavo." In response, Quavo mentions Nicki on his song Hunko Dreams. He raps, "She said I hurt her feelings 52 times. Call up Queen, Nicki. The Queen can't flex on a young bull. Made her scream, Chanel, I bought her 2 of them, you can check IG." Here is an Instagram clip of Nicki Minaj opening 2 Chanel boxes from a special someone. Some fans speculate the bags came from Future, but who knows, cha? It seems like Nicki and Future were just friends flirting. Sources claim Future's ex Ciara was not happy with the dating rumors between him and Nicki Minaj. Ciara allegedly wrote Nicki an email warning her to be careful dating Future, and he may be using her. An insider allegedly told news outlets, "Nicki just laughed it all off though. She thinks it's sour grapes on Ciara's part, and that she's acting like a scorned woman. Nicki's big enough and strong enough to look out for herself. She doesn't need any help or advice from anybody when it comes to her love life."
What's good? We out here.
Formula One driver Lewis Hamilton. Nicki was rumored to have dated the race car driver back in 2018. The two may have actually met back in 2016 at Alexander Wang's fashion show, where they were seated next to each other. Dating rumors didn't start until 2018, after Nicki and Lewis stepped out together to the Tommy with Lewis launch party in New York City. Later, the couple was spotted out in Dubai at the same hotel. They both posted pictures of themselves to their Instagram accounts, showing the pair riding 4-wheelers through the Dubai deserts. The last public interaction between Lewis and Nicki was in November of 2018. They both made Instagram posts congratulating each other. Mr. Kenneth Zoo Petty, Nicki Minaj's now husband. The couple sparked lots of controversy when they first went public, back in 2018. Nicki posted Instagram photos of the pair, cozied up in a luxury hotel room. TMZ wasted no time pulling up old court documents, citing Petty as a convicted SA offender. Followed by News reporting, Petty allegedly pled guilty to manslaughter in March of 2006 and was released from prison in 2013. The news outlets were not the only negative Nancys after the couple went public. Kenneth's ex, Redbone Noe, came forward alleging Kenneth was still with her when she found out he was dating Nicki Minaj. Here is a clip of Kenneth's ex responding to critics calling her bitter on the Set the Tone podcast.
The people that saying I'm a jealous ex, if someone asks me a question, I'm going to answer. You understand? Like, it's not like I can't get nobody. I could get anybody. Like, my DMs is all millionaires. You know, he's not the only one that could get a millionaire. You understand? Like, my little boo, whatever, he got more money than his millionaire.
But was there ever a time, like, honestly, you were affected? Like, you were hurt?
Hell yeah, I was affected. A person you was living with, like, seeing every day and talking to every day, and then all of a sudden they not answering the phone. And then I'm thinking something happened to the nigga. You should see my text message. I'm like, yo, are you okay? Like, should I call the cops? Like, what the fuck is going on? Because we did have an argument.
It wasn't that deep.
Last thing he said was, give me some time. I'm going to call you back. Let me calm down. Never called me back. I was texting, calling, nothing. Then you see them on the Instagram hugs up with somebody. I'm like, what the fuck is this? So I left the comment.
Sometimes when a person goes to a situation like that, they grow in life.
Yes, it definitely helped me. Like, it was a traumatizing situation that happened to me. That helped me to go after everything I always wanted to do, like music, acting. Like, I just want to go after everything. Thing I always wanted to do, because I could have died. Like, I just want to go after everything. Like, no holding back. Right.
The Jasmine brand posted an article claiming Redbone Noe later moved on with French Montana. During a live with Tory Lanez, a well-endowed woman can be seen in French Montana's background. The woman is believed to be Kenneth Petty's ex Redbone Noe. Nicki Minaj takes to Queen Radio to address the controversy surrounding Kenneth. She also talks about Kenneth beating up her first love.
When T was trying to argue, me and TT talking about if you asked anybody on the block, they would have known that's my piece, like I was his piece. Was not in a relationship with homeboy down the block, or did you not?
I really like that though.
Wow!
That shit wasn't really. No,
Wow.
listen, look. You had a situation, but it wasn't really respected.
Why you gotta fight
You
for
was
a?
mine. You
No, I
wasn't-
was
you
not.
wasn't
No, I
nothing
was
else.
not.
Yes, you-
When this crazy man went and saw boyfriend and attacked him. What? Stop. I said be nice. Shh. We're not saying beat the shit out of people. Oh, you know what? That was my first love, babe, and you need to stop. So that was a couple years into the relationship. That's why I was clarifying it, and I forgot. I think so. I guess I was like 17, 18, because I do think that I was on my last year at school, and when you saw me at the bus stop sweating me.
Nicki Minaj and Kenneth Petty were born 5 years apart, so he would have been 22 or 23 years old around the time he was, allegedly sweating her at the bus stop. The bus stop story sounds eerily similar, but entirely unrelated, to a statement made by Kenneth Petty's alleged assault victim, Jennifer Hough. Back in 1994, when Jennifer was 16 years old, she says she encountered Kenneth Petty at a bus stop in Queens, New York. She alleges that he accosted her with a knife and led her to a nearby house where he forcibly assaulted her. Petty, who was also 16 at the time, was quickly arrested and charged, and later accepted a plea deal to 1 count of attempted R-word. This is written in an August 2023 article published by The Daily Beast, alleging Nicki Minaj and Kenneth Petty have yet to settle the lawsuit against them, filed by Jennifer Hough back in 2021. Here's an old clip of Nicki on Queen Radio defending her husband's past, giving fans an explanation of what led to his charges.
As well as something that he was wrongfully accused of doing when he was 15 years old. All because he didn't have $7,000 to get himself bailed out. Because when you in the hood at 15, you don't have that kind of money, and neither does your family. And when the alleged accuser wrote a letter to the judge asking to recant these statements, she was told that she would go to jail for 90 days, allegedly, if she recants the statement.
Fans were not pleased with Nicki's new boyfriend, and they did not hold back on their opinions. Here's a clip of Mob Radio's Milagro Gramz reacting to the union. This was prior to the cultural commentator becoming a member of Nicki Minaj's famous fan base, the Barbs.
Like I said, that is the most lackluster, anticlimactic story I've ever heard. You love Nicki, but she found somebody to pump her head up. If you ever ask yourself, why does Nicki have the type of partner that she has? That is why, if you ask me. I think that she gets people who she feels like will take that back seat and make her feel like the world revolves around her, and she's so great. Nicki Minaj sitting up here gushing over childhood memories, still thinking about it in a childlike way, appeals a lot to my psychology degree, and it makes me want to go ahead and get a master's so that I could move forward in my education to write her a prescription one day. I feel like you need a pill, bitch, and not the ones that had you on the pills and potions. None of that. We overdosing. I need you to take a pill that's gonna get your mind together, bitch, because I know I be tongue-tied and all over the place, but bitch, you did talking for 4 minutes. How long? 4 minutes and 4 seconds, and you ain't said a piece of nothing. Now, you started that off saying or asking, how did he fit into my life? That was a question posed to you, and you went on to relay that information. I haven't understood how he fit yet. You understand? So, let's get into this comment that Brandon's Laboratory left down here. So they said, Kenneth Petty is 41, Nicki Minaj is 36. If the situation that she's speaking on happened at age 14 or 15, like she says in the video, then that dude was 19 or 20 years old. He is also a redbone. So they said, let's not act like this is a black love story. Nicki Minaj, Onika, you always trying to go around the motherfucking point and act like this shit is cute, and it's not. And it's not. All you doing is telling on yourself. You let a bitch talk enough, then she gonna walk herself and talk herself right into a goddamn hole. He was too old for you. He was preying on you. If y'all had sex, which I'm sure you did, since he at that point in time, like you claim, said you were his already. Okay, well, baby, you need to go ahead and press charges expeditiously. Drop a bomb. Get it together. And obviously, it sounds like you were cheating on Safaree. And then some people sitting in the background, you got the men in the background saying you were in a situation, but it wasn't respected. You a lame bitch for that. You a lame ass bitch for that.
Despite fans being upset about the union, Nicki stands by her man regardless of his complicated past. Nicki Minaj would go on to marry Kenneth 1 year after dating in 2019. Nicki posted a video announcing the union on Instagram. In January of 2020, the couple had a run-in with Nicki Minaj's ex Meek Mill. They were out shopping in West Hollywood at the high-end clothing store Maxfield. Kenneth Petty and Meek Mill were seen on camera having a very heated argument. It's unclear what started the altercation, but sources tell TMZ Meek Mill was rolling 10 people deep and Nicki Minaj and Kenneth Petty were alone. This incident led to a nasty Twitter exchange between Meek Mill and Nicki Minaj a month later. Meek Mill liked a shady post about Kenneth Petty's style of dress on the Shade Room. The post shows Kenny perfectly photoshopped into a Jimmy Jazz storefront. Nicki tweets, "Trigger fingers turn to Twitter fingers. Bad built face ass. Obsessed with the queen." N-word been tweeting about my man for a year now, talking about he went to my page to see him, but he was blocked. My N-word, move on. Minaj continued in reference to a 2018 tweet where Meek responded a fan asking, "How you feel about Nicki new dude?" "I don't feel nothing," he responded, "and I don't know that man to judge him. I went to check him out on her page and found out I was blocked." Nicki continues, "I know you be embarrassed. Shit yourself in that store when you got pressed though," she wrote in reference to Meek Mill's baby mama Moulin Rouge. Nicki continues, "You beat your own sister and taped it, spit on her and taped it, kicked me in front of your mother and sent her to the hospital. Sucking Drake D made you feel tough again. Move on." Meek Mill responds with explosive claims. "The only way you can try to kill my career is to say I beat women. Talk about your brother convicted of rape and you been new and paid for his lawyer. Your little brother touched that little girl too. You know I know. You want me to crash with your boyfriend and I won't." Meek continues, "You sad. You willing to crash your man because you losing now and everybody in the industry know you a bad person. You been knew your brother was R-word that little girl. That's why I got away from you." Nicki replies in defense, "Imagine talking about an alleged R-word of a child to hurt someone who wasn't involved just so people can dislike me. You can never stand on your own. You won't tell people. The mother is on tape asking me for $20 million to make the charge go away. You was around. You know. See you soon." In 2020, Nicki Minaj's brother, Jay Lonnie Mirage, was sentenced to 25 years after being convicted of assaulting his stepdaughter. Online articles report Nicki Minaj did not testify at the trial. Moving on from all the negativity surrounding her new husband, Nicki Minaj announced her pregnancy online the summer of 2020. The rapper gave birth to a healthy baby boy nicknamed Papa Bear on September 30th, 2020. The beautiful family now lives comfortably in Hidden Hills, a gated area of Los Angeles. The contemporary farmhouse is reportedly worth $19 million. In the end, Nicki may not have had the fairy tale beginning. She still got everything she wanted: a successful career and beautiful family. Thank you for watching the video. Please hit the like button and subscribe to the channel.